So, considering the economic climate that we're all now living in, has this affected your outlook for the city of Vancouver, your economic policies?
Absolutely, Elise. I was out yesterday, Main Streeting on 4th Avenue. I went into somebody's store. I said to the woman, "Hi, I'm Peter Ladner. I'm with the NPA. I'm running for mayor." And she burst into tears. There were tears streaming down her face as she said, "Look at my problem. I can't pay my taxes." She had them laid out on the counter in front of her, and she said, "I can't pay, and they're fining me for not paying," and the tears are pouring out. We got a problem in this city, and I think it's the responsibility of the mayor to protect the taxpayer. So we put a tax cap on. We said, okay, we're going to set up a target level of inflation or 3%, but not more than 3%. And we're going to make sure that we protect the taxpayers and do whatever we have to do to keep our spending in line.
Well, that gets into another question that I wanted to ask you about renters' rights in Vancouver. Is that something that you would want to get involved in making sure that there's affordable housing for everybody in this city?
Renters' rights are a provincial responsibility, and we've spoken to the provincial government. We've sent letters to the provincial government. We're on record as saying we don't think people should be evicted for phony renovations. They should have the right of first refusal to come back into the suites. But really the answer is to increase the housing supply, and that's really the long-term answer. And we pushed hard on that with creative density in different places and loosening up some of the regulations and encouraging developers to build rental and social housing.
Thinking about the next 2 to 3 years, if you win this election, how are you going to work with the provincial and federal governments? What are your issues that you want to talk to them about?
There are a raft of issues. The big ones are funding for social housing, and we've been working already, and we've got the 3,800 units on the way. The next one is treatment for people with mental illness, and we've supported the facility at Burnaby Wellington, which, by the way, Gregor Robertson voted against in the provincial legislature. And, of course, treatment for addiction. We don't have enough addiction treatment to deal with our drug problem, and we also need money for transportation. And that's a federal and provincial ask, but we're not going to get the buses, the rapid transit, and the other improvements we need without senior levels of government.
You have deep roots in the city, and how do you think that benefits your run for mayor?
I think it just infuses you. You understand the city. I was born here. I'm a fourth generation British Columbian. The town of Ladner was named after my family, and
I bet a lot of people don't know that.
Well, now they do. And
you're like a celebrity now.
I so much love the city. I've got 4 kids in their 20s, and they all love this city, and they can't all afford to live here. But I think it's a familiarity with the place, and also in the last 6 years, I've gone around and met so many people, and I understand all the communities in Vancouver, how they work, what their issues are, and that kind of experience is so important when you're the mayor. To come in off the backbench in the legislature and pretend that you can find your way around this city, you know all these things, it takes years to figure that out. And you can't be effective, you can't take action as the mayor if you don't know that and you're not on that.
Well, you're really well known for being a very tenacious, hardworking, scrappy councillor. So I'm sure in the last 6 years you've had some moments that you're deeply proud of. Maybe you could touch on just a few of those.
I was very proud to be the person who brought in the motion to set really high targets for greenhouse gas emission reductions in the city. So we're going to have carbon neutral buildings in this city by 2030 because of that motion. I brought in the motion I'm working right now on getting a public bike share system going in Vancouver, similar to what there is in Paris. I brought that motion to TransLink, got them working on it, and I'm really working hard on that one. I brought in the motion to have 2010 more community gardens, and I'm proudest of what I'm looking forward to doing, which is capping the taxes and making this city safe, and making sure that we're a beacon for green practices around the world. And that's something I think we're going to get the benefit from the Olympics. I think the Olympics are going to be known. When I talked to John Furlong about the Olympics, he says the really big thing that the city's going to be known for is the green and sustainable practices, including the social inclusion, the getting people from the kids from the inner city involved in the construction site, and all of those things. That's what makes me really proud of this city. We've got such a great future in this city. Cities all around the world would kill to have a Winter Olympics coming in the middle of all this financial turmoil. We got money coming into this city, gushing into this city, millions of dollars, jobs, and an opportunity to build from there such a future for a city that's got so many different cultures working together. That's another thing that's so exciting about being in politics. You get to really discover the needs and the connections and the resources of all our multicultural communities.
So how can people get in touch with you?
They can go to our website at NPA, www.npavancouver.ca, peterladner.ca. Come down to the office at 538 West Broadway.
And you'll be there.
Well, I'll be out talking to people. I don't hang around the office. I'm on the street talking to people, making sure they understand what we offer, that we offer experience, we offer a new action plan, and I am a new leader. We have a new team. We've got a really diverse team. Half of them women, by the way, really strong, capable women on our team. And we're dedicated to carry out the action plan and really push Vancouver into a great new future.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule, and I wish you the best of luck. Thank you. Thanks, Peter.
Pleasure.